Friday, and we have Chef Tom here in the Kitchen World kitchen. And Victoria, what are you guys making today?
Well, I'm crossing my fingers that we have something successful, that I don't ruin it. Are you superstitious, Tom?
Not really, no.
Not really?
No.
Well, this guy should have been.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well for him, but, you know.
That is the biggest slab of beef I've ever seen other than at a butcher. What kind of beef is it?
Oh, that's a bottom round. We get that in at the restaurant. You can either cook a top or a bottom round. This is a bottom round. It's a little bit longer, but the top round is a little more, rounded, actual cow.
What part of the cow is that?
Well, that's the,
Bottom?
as the bottom,
Behind?
yeah, the bottom, yeah, as it would indicate, right. But the way we cook it and everything, it does, we cook it nice and medium rare, nice and slow, so.
All right, what are we making today?
Well, we're going to make Irishman beef, which is one of the entrees at the Irishman. It starts with our boxty potato, which I have here. That's, again, you can substitute mashed potatoes if that's easier. This is something we feature at the restaurant. I brought this out before. We run this on a few dishes. It's like a potato cake with a little crumbly blue cheese.
And then you just saute it, fry it?
We fry it off, yep, fry it off, and then we take the actual roast beef portion, which we cook a little bit there, and then we have our Guinness au jus, which is actually one of the keys of the recipe.
Okay, let's show the recipe and tell folks what are some of the other ingredients that they need. We have the roast beef for the potato.
Right.
Using just asparagus?
Yeah, we use asparagus at the restaurant. You can, you're free to use any vegetable you want, any potato. But basically, we just have the roast beef, garlic, and then the Guinness au jus has the garlic, the shallot, Guinness itself, some beef stock, and a little salt and pepper.
Is that what the demi-glaze is?
The demi-glaze is different. That's like a gravy. That's like a beef gravy.
Can you buy that in a can?
Yeah, you can. Well, you can buy a canned gravy, or
Or if you were good, you could make it yourself.
You could make it yourself, right? That's also an option.
There's always that, yeah.
Right.
How long does it take to put together?
Well, the bottom round's probably going to cook for at least 45 minutes to an hour to get it to this point, and then, as you can see, that's still a little bit rare.
Yep.
And then from there, when we're cooking the entree, we're going to cook that further in the Guinness au jus.
All right.
Finish it in the au jus.
You're one of our most fun chefs, so we've asked a big test of you. You good with kids?
I am. I'm okay with kids.
You're going to get tested.
I'm a little bit out of practice, but...
With our newest contest, next week we're going to have a child come in and cook off their recipe with you. And Emily, you got more on this contest? We are making roast beef Irish style today.
We are. Of course, that involves some Guinness.
It was full when you came.
Don't tell anyone. I have to go to work after this, Victoria. Come on. Yeah, we're going to add the Guinness. We have a little garlic, a little pinch of garlic, a little pinch of shallot.
Does it matter if the Guinness is flat or not? Can you open up a can and put it in, or should it be flat?
It doesn't really matter if it's flat or not. I mean, you want to open one, drink a little bit, add a little, this only requires like a cup of Guinness. And
okay.
And then the rest is just the actual beef stock, which I've been heating up here.
Do you make your beef stock fresh from, like,
yeah.
bones?
We make the stock the same way we do the other stocks, so. And we're just going to add all that, bring that to a boil, and once that comes to a boil, we cook out a little bit of the alcohol in the beer, and then we can use that to cook, further cook the roast beef.
Do you have anything special going on at the Irishman this month? That did you bring me my sheet of the special events?
Finnegan's Farewell coming up Sunday, January 29th, which is an interactive play featuring corned beef dinner, and you have to get tickets for that, but it's a very fun event.
It's presented by the Lancaster Players, and showtimes are 1 p.m. and 5:30. That's Sunday, January 29th. So it's at the end of the month, so you have time to get them. You have to have the tickets, though, and the ticket includes the show, an Irish-American corned beef dinner, which you made for us last week.
Yes, I did make the corned beef.
Tax and gratuity, tickets available at the bar, so call it 626-2670. We're always going to link that also on our website. Ooh, look at that. This is
the seasoning mix that we put on the top round. It's got a little tarragon, a little thyme, rosemary, salt, pepper.
All right, you continue rubbing the cow's bottom.
I will rub the cow's bottom.
And Lauren, we're going to send it back to you. We're making a traditional Irish roast beef.
We are. And I have the Guinness au jus going, which is, of course, the star of the dish. The asparagus I've already boiled off. I'm just going to finish that with a little butter and garlic.
You got the gravy.
And I got the gravy over there.
Heating up.
Yeah, we have the roast beef, and then I have my boxty potato that I've already fried.
Again?
It's called a boxty. It's like it's an Irish potato cake. So.
It's kind of like what do they call a latke? A potato pancake? No.
I'm not sure what I'm not sure what they call that, but could be,
We're talking Irish today.
That's right. Yeah, and this is again, we focus, that's on a few of our dishes at the Irishman, so.
And it consists of?
It consists of blue cheese, breadcrumbs, a little dill, a few other seasonings.
And then we just together in the
the potatoes. Yep, we just mix everything together, and then we bread it. We egg wash it, and then put a coating of bread on there and breadcrumbs, and fry it off.
Saute it up, fry it up?
Yeah, we'll use the deep fryer at work, but here I just you can also do it just with oil, or when you're making this at home, you can also just use mashed potatoes. If you have a mashed potato recipe that's easier, that's probably a little bit easier than making a potato cake, but depending on what you're feeling like. So
okay.
I got a little garlic and shallot here just for my asparagus. We're going to saute that off. I've got my potato cake, and once we heat up the gravy here, we're almost ready to plate.
What did I do with my little cheat sheet about your finnegan's?
I believe it's in there.
I hid it in my secret drawer?
In the secret drawer.
This is, in case you haven't been to Irishman, it's this is the menu. It's like an encyclopedia of food. That must be difficult to cook this many dishes. I mean, the variety that you guys offer.
Well, it can be. It can be at times, but we like to offer a nice, diverse menu, so we fight our way through it. Right. We have sandwiches. We have a lot of entrees. You know, not just Irish food. We have a lot of different stuff, different specials every day. So
you've made pizza for us, even.
Yes, we make our own. We make our own pizza dough in house and everything. So all the dressings, all the desserts, everything we do in house.
Every week I work my way through your menu with you. Okay, so where are you at now? You're cooking up the asparagus.
I'm just heating up my asparagus at this point. I can start cooking the beef here. As you can see, this is pretty much the temperature that we cook it normally, just a little bit rare. We cook it, rare. You won't want to overdo it. I mean,
stick it in the
and then we cook this in the au jus, right? So, we can also do, if you'd like it a little more on the well-done side, we can leave it a little bit longer in the au jus, or if you like, I prefer it mid-rare, so you give it a little bit less time in the au jus. So.
What do most people take these days?
Well, most people, I say, go more on the medium rare to medium side.
All right.
The roast beef's a little bit less tough, it's...
Right.
But, I mean, how do you prefer yours, Victoria?
I like it just like that. More medium well than medium rare.
More medium well? Okay, yes. We can do that. We have the technology for that.
That's why I like having you. Let's, Sunday, January 29th, once again, Finnegan's Farewell at the Irishman. It's an interactive Irish-American play by the Lancaster Players. Showtime, 1 o'clock and 5:30. Tickets $45. It includes the show, an Irish-American corned beef dinner that we made last week, tax and gratuities. Tickets available at the bar. You have to have a ticket to come in for this.
That's right.
Because it's predetermined.
It's predetermined. We have corned beef dinner. Right. Call the restaurant, 626-2670, and it's going to be a good time. Everyone's looking forward to it at the Irishman. So.
Look at that. I'm looking forward to a good time in a minute.
And we just take a little bit of our gravy here.
Just going to grab me a knife. I know you have my fork, my signature fork.
A little gravy there. And then we just serve it with our vegetable, and this is the dish right here.
It smells fantastic. All right, and let's also promote what you're going to be doing for us with this Disney contest on Friday, this coming Friday. You've agreed to cook with a child who enters this contest with their own recipe.
I have.
What is your experience in cooking with children?
I really don't have any experience with cooking with children, so this should be a learning experience for me as well. I'm hopefully it'll go pretty well, I think.
A show not to miss.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Do you have nieces or nephews?
I do. And I just,
And you have dreams of having a child one day with your girlfriend?
One day, of course, with my girlfriend, Sarah. Yes, of course she will. But don't go giving your parents any ideas here or anything. We've done that before. We went down that road. So, how is it?
It's fantastic.
Good.
I love that potato thing. What's it called again?
That's our boxty potato cake. It's a little bit different. It's kind of a modern twist. Potato cake is an old concept, but we kind of modernize it.
What do you do with the potatoes? It's not really mashed.
Crumbly blue cheese. Well, we just steam it. We just basically steam the potatoes, and then you mix it together with the breadcrumbs and all the components in our actual mixer, and then
put it in a ball and fry it up.
Put it in a ball, and then we actually flour it, egg wash it, bread it, and then fry it off. So you've got like an exterior of breading over the actual potatoes.
I love it. All right, we've got an even more lovely second helpings. That's in our segment. Well, Mike was doing his weather. He was like, oh, you enjoy that a little? I think he was like implying that I was Fred Flintstone with the carnage. I ate the dinosaur. It was delicious. Now we're going to make an unusual combination of beef Reuben.
Yeah, we call it our Buffalo Reuben. It's featured in our lunch menu at the Irishman, and it's basically it's kind of different from the regular Reuben. We use our marble rye, which is the same, our roast beef, Swiss cheese, obviously, and we use caramelized onions instead of the sauerkraut. Yeah.
That's great.
So the sauerkraut, we have a horsey sauce that we make in-house, and
mayonnaise and horseradishes.
It's mayonnaise. Yeah, it's like 2-to-1 mayonnaise to horseradish with a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of Worcestershire, a little salt, pepper.
A little bit of good taste.
A little bit of everything, So, And you could probably buy, I mean, there's horseradish sauces or whatever, if you were trying to
make
replicate
mine,
this at home,
right?
do you? Yeah, I mean, you
And
do it
it's
to
a little
taste.
fat.
Of course you do. Of course you do, Victoria. I know that's how you.
I'm only
I know that's how
partially
you cook.
Irish.
Yeah, I mean, if you do this at home, you can do it to taste. If you like a little more horseradish, obviously you can give it a
Make it
little
more
more.
spicier.
Right, do it a little more kick to it. So, I'm just going to start obviously by just sautéing off the bread here.
I was just telling you, last night I made your Irish onion soup for my family, and the cheese though I didn't have any Swiss or Emmenthal. I just used mozzarella. It was a little bit different.
A little bit different, but I'm sure it's still. I hope it still worked out good for you.
It
It still
did.
worked
The
out
beer
well.
was wonderful.
Good. All right, just cooking my onions here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll just cook the roast beef in the au jus for a second, just so it gets some of that flavor, and then we will just add it to the sandwich. And
I've got about 20 seconds left.
20 seconds. All right, we'll try to speed it up here a little bit. A little horsey sauce on there.
I might have to try this after.
There'll be plenty. There'll be plenty for everyone here afterwards.
You're always good to us like that.
Oh, I try to take care. You guys are very good to me.
Yeah, we love it. We can't wait to announce our engagement.
Well, we'll see
I will
about
say
that.
no more.
We'll see about that. And
All right, there you go. Beautiful.
there's the finished product.
Reuben, and you sell this at the Irishman?
Yep, this is part of our daily lunch menu at the Irishman.
Look at that, all mine. Half of it mine. All right, Laura, back to you. Thanks, Tom.